Watch post-fight interviews and unaired prelims only on UFC.com.
Jim, your reaction to the decision, it's almost like you didn't agree, and you and Dana can both sort of comment on that?
I was more just disappointed. I wanted the finish, wanted to sub him out. He's a really tough kid, and it was a close fight. If you look at both of our faces, I definitely beat him up a little bit more than he beat me up. Threw him in a bunch more submissions. He had my back, but never was choking me. It was a close fight. I think I won, but it wouldn't have shocked me if I heard his name. I don't like going to the judges, so I wanted to sub him out.
A couple questions for Jon. Jon, on a lighter note, first to start off, I'm always curious what you do with your facial hair after your wins. Can you talk about this look? Because this is an interesting one.
Yeah, it's hard for a lot of the fans to recognize me without the full beard. So I play around with the facial hair, so I go incognito as I walk into the hotel. Yeah.
Nice. All right. What did you think of GSP's performance?
Very technical. I thought he would have posted up and did a little more ground and pound, thrown some more elbows. But he controlled the fight. He lost some vital opportunities to finish with the Kimura and the arm bars, and even his back control. Gave up a lot of good positions when he had it back. But it was a good fight for him, and I still see flaws in his game, and that's why I want to fight him next.
You were pointing at yourself. Would you like to?
Absolutely. There's nothing more important to me right now than fighting for a title.
Dana, do you think?
I'm 12-1 in the UFC. One loss to GSP. I've won my last 4 straight fights. I wish they would have all been finishes, but sometimes it doesn't always work out that way. But I'm a better fighter I was in the first time we fought, and I want a title shot.
I was talking to Jim yesterday about kind of the Jersey connection that's going on, and there were a couple Jersey fighters on the card, and they all did pretty well. Do you think there was kind of a home crowd advantage? Do you feel like the crowd pumped you up a little bit?
Yeah, absolutely. The fight in New Jersey, especially my home state, I was definitely pumped up and ready to go, and it definitely helped me. But I could have been in Canada, Abu Dhabi. I could have been anywhere, and that was the same person that would have went into that octagon tonight.
Kurt, you had talked before the fight about the changes you had made to your training regimen and how you were excited to see what you were going to be able to do. The fight didn't go the distance, obviously, but could you tell the difference in your training?
I think, for me personally, absolutely. I think the crowd and Dana and Joe Silva definitely saw a different person in that octagon. I really, owe a lot of my cardio with Coach John Chamberg. I brought him in, and I work with Kenny and Keith so much, and they said, if you want to get to that next level, bring him in. And I brought him in, and I did those workouts. I tried to kill myself, pass out, puke, and I didn't. I never puked once, but I tried. So when I was in there, I was talking to the Kamoys, and I was having a really good time. I saw Jeff Blatt, and I was like, hey, what's going on? And I felt the best I've ever felt in my life, and I think there's more of those fights to come. So, I wasn't tired, and, that was a pretty fast pace with jiu-jitsu and almost getting choked to death. So it was fun. Definitely ready for the next one.
Still going with Batman. Did you after that slam when he hit his head on the mat, did you feel him start to go weak?
To be honest, he was completely knocked out. He froze. I turned around, and his eyes were rolled in the back of his head, and he was like frozen and stuck on me. And when I was able to get around, I thought that Eves was going to stop the fight, because when I turned around, he was out. And by me just hitting him a little bit, kind of woke him up, which is the weirdest thing. Is there a doctor in the house? Why does that happen? Why do you wake up? You're knocked out. You punch them, they wake up.
I always wondered about that, too.
Yeah.
Watch post-fight interviews and unaired prelims only on UFC.com.